Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Before we begin, I want to say if you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe, and comment. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alex. I am a medium. I've seen and heard spirits ever since I was a child. I live on haunted land. My backyard is known for skinwalkers. It is a native burial ground. I have 13 now haunted dolls that live here with me. And today we are thrilled to have Daryl Evans joining us, the creator behind the YouTube channels Daryl Paranormal and the Two Paranormal. With 8 years of dedication experience in the paranormal investigations, Daryl has worked alongside some incredible people in the field and witnessed lots of paranormal activity that continues to amaze him. His passion runs so deep that he plans to keep investigating until he ends up in a retirement home. Daryl, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What first drew you into the paranormal investigating 8 years ago?
Um, that is a good question. It's been so long. Um, I think for me to start doing what I was doing, like videoing it, was just to literally it clicked one day, just to like, why don't you record? You know, physically talking to the dead. Um, and on my first one, I think I went to, I think it's a synagogue where I used to live, and caught some pretty active, voices and just movement. It was crazy.
How did you decide to start your YouTube channels, and what's the difference between Daryl Paranormal and Two Paranormal?
So I've not always been Daryl Paranormal. So when I started out, so from then to now, I've probably changed names about 6 or 7 times. And so, a lot of people were like, "Oh, why do you keep changing?" I'm like, I don't know, just I don't stick. It doesn't feel comfortable, so I've had to change it. Um, but yeah, so now Daryl Paranormal because it makes sense. Me, Daryl, do the paranormal. Um, and obviously the difference between me and obviously two paranormal is when I'm on my own, I'm solo, and when I'm with my partner, we're always two together. So yeah,
What's the most compelling paranormal experience you've had that still gives you the chills to this day?
that's a good one. I don't know, several. Um, I've been in the basement of someone's house, been punched, dragged, um, obviously the clothes being pulled physically. Um, Probably that one as a private investigation because I had so much activity in like a few hours compared to anywhere else I've been. But it stuck with me because of just how real it felt, like someone physically standing next to you, touching you or speaking when no one's there. So it's crazy.
So you've actually been pulled and dragged around.
Yeah, yeah. It is crazy. It for people that are starting out, they were like, "Oh, I want to do this, want to experience." It was like after 8 years, I can physically say it's one you have to be well prepared for.
How has your perspective of the paranormal evolved over the 8 years?
Um, so from starting out being an amateur at doing all this to now having a lot of experience, it's changed. Um, just getting used to the spirit world, um, adjusting to it, not being as scared to now like, oh, that happened. You know what I mean? Because yeah, things scare you, but it's one you kind of need to get used to so that you are strong because if you come across a dark entity, you have to be physically strong to say, look, I'm not scared, you know, but they can't see that. If they see it and hear it in your voice, they're gonna attack you more. So
That's definitely true.
yeah.
Can you share a moment when you were genuinely scared during an investigation?
Um nah, that's one that I've got to think about. Probably one of them is when I was at a place called Rickover Towers. It was four of us. I wandered on my own, um, went round just one corner, and this black shadow literally came at me. So it me being shocked physically fell backwards on, you know, and it was like it tried to entice me away as well because when that happens, it kind of was talking to me, like saying words. Um, I soon went back to the others because I was like, that. Obviously, I'm not being on my own because it's obviously want to separate to get us on our own. But that was a weird and scary moment.
Wow. How has your sorry, I was just about to ask the same question over again.
It's all right.
Who are some of the amazing people that you've worked with and what did you learn from them?
Um, so I've got loads of people. Um, I've obviously spoke to Pay Negri. Got to know her. Spoke to her. Um,
She's a good person. I've
yeah,
spoken with her.
yeah. To me, when it comes across like the people that know what they're doing, to
Hmm.
me, I don't see. You know how some people go to famous people like, oh my god, oh sign this. I'm like, you know, right? How you doing? Just treat them like a normal person because that's what they are. Don't look at them and go, oh my god, you've done this. Oh, how it's like you're in the same industry, so you
Right.
do the same things. They just, they done it higher level than you, or got further. But treat them all. But I don't know. Just I think the one there's loads. I physically can't put a finger on which one. People in the paranormal industry that are, you know, they're all everyone's amazing. You know,
What did you learn from working with those people?
different techniques, different ways of doing stuff. What to do, what not to do. Um, just to be yourself. Don't be anything that you're not. And things will go great for you.
How important do you think collaboration is in paranormal investigating?
It is very important because it's good to teach people, different techniques, different ways, rights, wrongs. Um, again, to teach people not to be, I'm better than you because no one's better than anyone. So it's good to just teach and help people on the way, especially if they're beginners.
Absolutely. What's the paranormal community like on YouTube so far that you think about?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yes.
So in the 8 years, I have found that on YouTube or anywhere, it's you get the greats of people that are really nice and get on with, but there is also some you know people that are not in a way nice how they go
Mhm.
about things. So but it I don't know.
It's
It's a
some is like for the views, and then some you could tell is like for the paranormal.
yeah, yeah, but I suppose it's each to their own. But
Mhm.
for being a true paranormal investigator, it can be annoying sometimes. But you just have to bite the bullet, you know, get on with what you're doing, help people where you can, and just not let the negativity get to you.
You said you'll do this until you're in a retirement home. What keeps this passion burning?
Speaking to the dead, still keeping the history alive, because they were once living. They're just the souls without the body now. So if you can speak to someone that's 100, 200 years old, it's good to get the history of where they come from.
Where do you see your channel and the paranormal work heading in the next few years?
Um, for me, I'm just more realistic that I would just go out, film. Um, where it goes, it'll go somewhere. If it doesn't, I'm not bothered. It's just getting the proof of the paranormal out there.
And what advice would you give to someone starting in paranormal investigating?
Um, just be you. Um, start out with obviously a phone, or what you can afford. Go to places, you know, that are cheap at first, and then build your way up. Um, I would say do your research and stuff, but for me, I don't tend to. But I would probably say it's entirely up to you. Do your research. Don't do your research. Walk into it blind. Do it your way. As simple as.
And what is your investigation style? Like, what equipment do you rely on or do you use most?
So for me, I would say I'm old school. So I literally just film, have a mic, light. Sometimes I might have an app or two. It depends on the situation. So like every place that I go to can be different. Sometimes I will film, and sometimes I won't. It could be pictures. Um, it, I usually say, well, I usually do whatever the spirits like are giving off. Like, so if I walk into a building one day and they're like, "We don't want you to film today," I'm like, "Fair dues. I would just do it with my eyes and ears. That's happy days." And then other days, I, I get the feeling that I can film and take pictures, and it'll still be good.
And how do you separate genuine paranormal activity from environmental factors?
It's listening and seeing. Um, like over the 8 years, I've learned to sort of separate what is and what isn't, or what could be, because sometimes you get both together. Um,
So
I
you know
suppose,
the difference between, say you're on a bottom floor and there's a second floor above you. You know the difference between, oh, that might be a footstep than a normal house creak.
yeah, I always debunk stuff. Like, I always make sure that I physically work stuff out. And if I can justify that that's not outside noise, like from someone else, and it is physically paranormal, I'll be like, that actually, yeah, that's good evidence.
What's one mystery you're most determined to solve?
Um, that's a good question, and I actually don't know how to answer that one. Um, Probably proper communication, like have a full blown conversation with spirits. Um, that's something I would like to, one day be like turn around, and be like, I can go into this building and actually ask questions, get a sentence back like really good.
That would be amazing. I'll
Mm.
be right behind you. So, but before we go, would you like to ask me anything?
Um, no, I haven't got any questions because it was just you asking me. I was like supplying you with what you need. So yeah, no, I haven't got no questions.
Well, Daryl, this has been absolutely fascinating. Your dedication to the paranormal investigation over the past 8 years really shines through, and it's clear why you're doing so great and why you've connected with people. Before we wrap things up, where can our listeners find you and see your work?
So you can find me on Facebook, which is just my normal name, Daryl Evans. Um, on TikTok, Instagram, obviously YouTube, which would be Daryl Paranormal. Um, I'm just trying to think anywhere else. No, I think that's it.
Well, thank you, Daryl, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. That was Daryl Evans from Daryl Paranormal and the Second Paranormal on YouTube. His passion for the unexplained and commitment to investigating the paranormal until retirement is truly inspiring. Make sure to check out his channels for some credible paranormal content and investigations. Thank you for joining us today. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, give it a like, a comment, and share it with a fellow paranormal enthusiast. We'll be back next week with another fascinating guest. Until then, keep questioning the unknown and remember, sometimes the most extraordinary experiences happens when we're brave enough to explore the unexplained. This has been Haunting Travels. I'm Alex, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Stay curious and stay spooky, everyone.